Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Hogarth's Global Astrology. Know your planets, know yourself, or know your nation. Know yourself. The two are interchangeable. Let me move my camera a little bit. Apologies for being slightly late today. Oh, look at that. 8 minutes past the hour. Oh, scandal. Scandal. But today has been such a busy day today. You just would not believe. It's just been kind of non-stop. And as you know, as I've been talking about ad nauseum, Saturn is still retrograde at the moment. And whatever a retrograde means, it means what? Review, revise, reassess, recalibrate, or whatever, in whatever that planet is connected with. And Saturn, of course, is infrastructure. And as you've heard, I've just had my boiler replaced recently. And now the local council are around to install a buzzer. So thank God I can actually buzz when the deliveries come. Yeah, I can save my knees traipsing up and down the stairs. I live on the second floor, and it's probably at least 50 or 60 steps. Yeah, 50 steps or so. Anyway, and I always have to come down in the morning and blah blah blah. Because obviously I work from home. Yeah, so I'm the one who's at home and all of that kind of stuff. So they installed, that, but then they were just about to connect everything up, and they were like, "Oh no, Mr. Brown, we made a mistake. We came to you early. We weren't supposed to be doing your section of the street yet." But I just see that as a nice thumbs up and a nice encouragement from Saturn, because he deals with all things infrastructure. And I see it as a little kind of reward, yeah, for all my hard work. He's thinking about me, thinking like, you know what, I want to save your knees when you go up and down those stairs, so you can buzz in the Amazon guy or girl, but it's normally the Amazon guy, instead of having to traipse up and down the stairs all the time. So I take that as a little gift, and I was the only one that got it. I got it first, and I was like, oops, we made a mistake. We'll see you in a month. Anyway, so these things. So I've been busy all day with my clients today. So I just wanted to give a little shout out because, again, it's just so fascinating reading people's charts. So I want to give a little shout out to Glenda, Tiffany, and Ivan. You guys know who you are. Very, very different consultations today. Each one was unique and different. And it was fascinating reading their charts and able to come up with solutions and insights and stuff like that for them. So, good stuff. And anyway, but it does mean I'm a little bit tired because, as you know, Thursdays I also do my fry-ups as well. So I was late with putting up my questions. I was supposed to put up my questions hours ago, and then I got interrupted. So you imagine the builders were in doing this, that, and the other. I had several deliveries on the go. Then I was, obviously had to get ready for my clients. Then I was about to post up my questions. Then I got interrupted by my friend who gave me a telephone call. Someone's going to be house sitting for me as well, one of my good friends, while I'm away on my travels. That interrupted that. Then I started my consultation, and then before I knew it, I was like, oh my god, I forgot to put up the questions. But anyway, look, I've got 3 here, and then of course you can post the questions as well, and we will go with it with a bit of ad lib. Yeah, so this one's coming from Nick Mintz. Thank you so much. She's always giving great questions. Middle East. All right, this one is so she's written, leaving it late there, yes. So she said, how did Israel manage to supply the pages and walkie talkies? What the wallow means. Walkie, she must mean walkie, okay. Walkie talkies to Hezbollah. Just seen that has been confirmed, so wonder what the cards show. So guys, can you help me get up to speed on this one? Because I've been just very busy. You know what it's like. I've been just come from the retreat, just come for the adventures, and then when I'm doing my consultations and stuff, I'm just straight in and very focused. So I understand that there's been this exploding walkie-talkies in Lebanon, by Hezbollah. Is that and wasn't Hezbollah the ones that kind of attacked the Israelis? And am I getting that right? Am I reading that Is that correct? Guys, can you let me know? Because it seems really confused. Let me just read it again. How did Israel manage to supply the pagers and walkie-talkies to Hezbollah? Just seen that it's been confirmed, so wonder what the cards show. I'm going to read through the chat on this just to see what you guys... what's this? Self-destructive behaviors, battling a lot of personal demons because of that demon Diddy. Oh yeah, people are talking about P. Diddy. So Justin saw as Justin Bieber. Anyone can give me any more news or updates on the Hezbollah thing and the exploding things? Can we talk about? Yeah, so someone's saying, yeah, we can look at P. Diddy. Hey, my lovely Aki, can we talk about that demon Diddy is key to Mahadash in any of his houses now? His karma is visiting a now spirit animal. Obviously, I can't look up his chart right now. It's something that I could look up because I would need his full birth details. And then the show would, of course, end up being all about his chart. And that will take up the whole time of the show. But if you will recall, do you remember I did do a reading on him? What was it? Month ago, a couple of months ago, and I said, you remember I said he is toast. Yeah, he is toast. And the question is, of course, is who else he'll pull down with him. But if anyone can give me a little bit extra spiel on the Hezbollah, I don't know enough about it because Nick Minx is saying, how did Israel manage to supply the pagers and walkie-talkies to Hezbollah? But isn't Hezbollah the arch enemy who are also fighting against Israel and took Israeli hostages? Why would Israel then be potentially collaborating with Hezbollah, even though they're fighting with them in regards to Palestine and all of that stuff? So if someone can enlighten me on that, I'm just gonna see what the cards say, because I'm not even sure if I even understand what's going on, to be honest. I'll just be totally honest there on that one, because to me that just seems absolutely bonkers. And exploding, oh, you know, do you see how there's people thirsting, cribbing and thirsting for war in the world? Do you remember I said Pluto in Capricorn, folks? Governments around the world doing all sorts of shady stuff. Oh, let me just see what the cards have to say. And then hopefully you guys will furnish me with some more details on this story, because I'm just like, you know, I'm just exhausted with all the BS going on in the world, to be honest. So much crapola going on, isn't there? God. But you know what? It's part of the old patriarchy falling down as well. This is why you're seeing this desperate, yeah. That's what a lot of this energy is. All right. Israel, Hezbollah, walkie-talkies. What's the energy there? So cold read, guides. I'm just literally whatever the cards say, and then you guys can furnish me with more details in the comments, and then I can catch up. All right. Right, so here's the cards here. Oh, look at this. This is interesting. This is interesting because the first card out here is the Hanged Man. Yeah, Hanged Man. And what's this card is about? Things are accelerating, but this card is about something not moving forward. Yeah, as you can see here, the person is strung up, but one foot is free. So technically, in a way, if this person could actually pretty much get themselves free. One of the connotations of this card is seeing things from a different perspective. Yeah, seeing things from a different perspective. So is there an element where this attack with this exploding walkie-talkies and stuff is obviously changing people's perspective on things? Let me just see here. What's this? Oh, what's this? People then asking about Greg Abbott. Well, let's see here. So supposedly Israel supply the pagers that were booby trapped. Oh, blew up, killing Hezbollah people. Right. Okay. So, because here in her question, she said, how did Israel manage to supply the pages and walkie-talkies to? Oh, right. Okay. But I didn't have that. That's why I needed that little bit. Okay. Let me just click on this as well. It seems Israel managed to swap the batteries in the pages which were in transit to Lebanon as ordered by Hezbollah. Now that makes more sense. So it was booby trapped. It was booby trapped. And then Raymond is saying Mossad got into the supply chain when Hezbollah leaders told their soldiers to get pages as their cell phones were being tracked by Israel. Now I get it. Right. Okay, so there we are. So we can see this is what has emerged. So basically, they got the message from leadership that their phones are being tapped. Were told to go to walkie-talkies, and then Israel obviously used their intelligence to tap those supplies. Yeah. And then they would definitely be going to what? Hezbollah agents. And then when the time was right, boom, they blew them up. Wow. Yeah. So here, this card talks about a different perspective, seeing things from a different angle. So obviously, Hezbollah didn't really see this coming. And this would also connotate in this context, Israel using a completely different perspective. Yeah, it's a very clever idea, deadly, very clever, but wow, deadly. If we look at the next card, there you are. Look, says it all, doesn't it? Literally, look, the explosions. Yeah, the explosions, the tower, the shock and awe moment, which of course will devastate elements of leadership, hence the crown being lost. So it can mean loss of the crown or devastating reversals of fortune, loss of leadership power, and you can see the people crashing down. So obviously doing that, you know, and I suppose that's, I hope in a, oh God, it's just all awful, isn't it? It's just all awful. But that one would say is obviously more targeted, because one would assume that those walkie-talkies would have only gone to Hezbollah agents. But then what if their families were using them? What if their kids were using them? But, you know, different perspective here. Yeah, they were thinking outside of the box, and look, they obviously hit their target. If we look here, we've got the Fool card. So the Fool, of course, is about leaps of faith, or in the positive sense, leaps of faith, having the universe, or trusting that the universe will catch you. But this can also talk about hastiness. This can also talk about imprudence. I wouldn't say it was completely like a foolish act, but it was certainly a leap of faith. Yeah, this was a completely new tactic. But there may be an element here where the consequences might be quite severe. If we look here, we have got the King of Swords. So I think this is significant people in the, you know, Israeli military, or whoever it was that planned this, because remember, the King of Swords is cool and cold. Yeah, so this shows that this was a clinical plan. Clinical. Yeah, precise, targeted, or, you know, with that aim, but it was about precision. And then here with the outcome card, we have got here the Page of Swords. Pages are all about messages. Pages also as well deal with the youth, but this is also as well can sometimes be interpreted as the spy in the camp. So in a way, they were infiltrated. Yeah, they were infiltrated and basically exploded from the inside out. So the way that Israel was able to do it is that they used intelligence. Yeah, they used intelligence. They may have even be a spy in the camp on the Hezbollah side, which was able to divulge that information that these people obviously, you know, Israel would have needed to know which radios to intercept and who to whom they were going to. Yeah. So they couldn't have done that without inside help. So it means within Hezbollah, there is a spy in the camp. which is obviously seeking to fundamentally weaken Hezbollah, maybe hoping to hasten the end of the Middle East war, or they've just got some excellent spies. But either way, it was intel. Yeah, Israel would have had superb intel to be able to pull something like that off. And then, you know, looking at it in that context, yeah, the cards make sense. So thank you so much for that question. Let's see if there's any more. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't think Israel is collaborating with any Middle, and this is from Jo, any Middle East, but I do think they've shown their Israel technical house, as well as added a whole lot of pucker factor to many of the terrorists. And they would have done is they would have changed. They definitely would have changed the perspective. Yeah, no one is expecting exploding radios. Do you know what I mean? And then Jezebel says at least 70% of the crapola has its roots in misogyny. The patriarchy is trying to reassert its control. Yes, because they know that their age is coming to an end. It's not ended yet. We're still in the age of Pisces. Remember, Pisces, even though Pisces is a gentle sign, it is one of the biggest signs of duality, good versus evil, etc. It was also the last 2,000 years have been about what? Mainly the Abrahamic religions, not an insult to anyone who is part of an Abrahamic religion, which is either Judaism, Islam, or Christianity. But in terms of the patriarchy, one can look, it's obvious. It's just history, isn't it? You just look at history. But that's changing. We're now going into the age of Aquarius. It is dawning. These things are starting to break down. But this Pluto in Capricorn is like the last hurrah, the last gasp, yeah, before the whole dam breaks. Let's see here. Spirit Animal 1212 says Israel intelligence officers established shell companies fronting a legitimate company that produced the pages. They planted controlled explosives in the pages. There you go. Thank you so much for this. So we got the clarity there, but there you could also see as well that planning. And remember too, what I associate the King of Swords with and the Queen of Swords. Remember, I associate them with accounting, money, business. So yeah, all there. That's how they plan it. Very cunning, devastating, of course. All right. So we've done Israel. Let's have a look at question number 3. Let's ask about P. Diddy, and some of you have asked about P. Diddy in the chat as well. So Nick Mink says, what will be the outcome for P. Diddy and will others be implicated? And some of you are already talking in the chat already. Oh, and then someone's a Governor Abbott question. Let's see here. What's this? Oh yeah, it's a little bit more. Lottie saying it's Hezbollah put exposed to them. Wow, 2,700 people were injured by the pages. Several dead. Yeah, not all Hezbollah folks. Some children. I see. I thought so. Oh God. Oh man. But look, that hanged man. Yeah, change of perspective. So they did something very unexpected. So obviously people aren't going to be trusting their pages so much in the future. All right, P. Diddy. Oh, now there's been rumors and stuff like this about P. Diddy for a long time now. I'd say go even far as to say decades. But I think one of the things that really has emerged has also been the sexploitation of Justin Bieber, sadly. Other people are being implicated as well. You know, there's been chat about, you know, well, Usher was very much, well, they say he may have been the lure. And even Jay-Z is being mentioned in the same breath for entertainment purposes only. But let's not forget, like I've been saying, this is also part of that Pluto in Capricorn energy where the powerful are being exposed. Yeah, so as much as the patriarchy is trying to hold on, we're also having the energy of exposure happening as well. Because Capricorn, remember as well, deals with the corporate world, but remember it's also hierarchy systems, top-down power. So it deals with executives, those of influence and power. and maybe some of the corrupt moves they've been doing. All right, let's take a look at P. Diddy. Oh, God. It all has to be exposed in order for it to be cleaned, yeah, purified, processed. Let's see here, P. Diddy. P. Diddy, P. Diddy. What's going on? Will be more people be implicated? Well, oh, all right. Oh, there's 437 of you with me right now. Thank you so much for everyone for joining me. And of course, please don't forget to like and subscribe and press the bell notification if you've not subscribed yet. Why not? Yeah. If you see me around enough now, yeah. Anyway, but I'm sure, look, the vast majority of you here are already subscribed. Anyway, pulled out the cards, 5 cards. He's got 2 major arcana that have showed up here. So look, we've got the sun. So in this context, it's not so fun, obviously, for P. Diddy. Yeah, this is what? Exposure. Exposure. The sun illuminates everything. Yeah, the sun illuminates everything, exposes everything. Very few things can be hidden in the midday sun. So really, this is the exposure moment as well, not only for P. Diddy, but maybe the people and associates connected with him as well. Either way, the sun is there, and the public, for those that can bear to watch, will be illuminated about probably a whole ring. This has been going on for a long time, guys. Same with Hollywood as well. All those that have been corrupt in their power will also be exposed. You see, we've got this tug of war. Anyway, what is about, if we look at it in the obstacle position, we've got the smug merchant here, the smug merchant. This is about getting your needs met, satisfied, etc. and stuff like that. But really, this is turning up in the obstacle position. So, you know, less than moral desires, let's put it that way. Less than moral desires, yeah, were in essence the obstacle here. But this is also talking about those powerful, you know, most of the time they're men, these powerful men that use their wealth and their prosperity to satisfy certain carnal desires. We see this, of course, with the Epstein cases and all the stuff ad nauseum. You know, we know this energy. Yeah, many of us have seen this energy around. So there it is in the obstacle position. If we look here, we have got the moon, yeah, and nothing is seen clearly by moonlight, not unless the moon is extraordinarily bright. But really what this does talk about, it can talk about baser motives, it can talk about sickness, mental health issues, yeah, things not being quite right. Here we see the wolf, which is representing the wild instinct. Oh no, the wolf is here, seeing the wild instinct of man. And the domesticated dog is talking about the more domesticated side, but the lobster is coming out through the middle, crawling out of the deep subconscious, and you notice it's crawling towards the wolf. So the moon can also talk about when a person is struggling with self-control, to control their basic instincts, or maybe they're out of control you know, they're acting from a very unconscious place. The challenge with this card is to walk between the 2 pillars of truth, but it's a difficult journey to get through. So I think this is talking very much about P. Diddy's state of mind, where everything is probably emerging up from his past. They're also going to be digging into his past as well. He's going to be asked questions about who he's mingled with, who's associated with, who helped him. Yeah, if we look here, we've got the Queen of Pentacles. Now, when I'm talking normally in politics and stuff like that, this is where I often referred to as the voter, yeah, or the person with the vested interest. Here, this is P. Diddy probably trying to preserve his wealth and his money, yeah, and his real estate, yeah, because this is a card that is associated with domesticity. So I think he has a fear that he may lose his wealth and his money, and he's probably speaking in certain ways to try and preserve the wealth that he has. Yeah. But look at the outcome card for him. Oh dear. Yeah, Three of Swords, heartache, betrayal, sadness, and stuff like that. So, you know, I don't think he's going to get away with this, to be honest. I don't think he can buy his way out of this situation. I hope Bieber doesn't have to testify, but he may be called to give evidence, in which case that's going to be very, very difficult for him. Let's not forget he was a young teenager, if that. You know, they were like Bieber like started doing really well when he was like 13, 14, you know. When you just think of the ramifications, you know, of that. But anyway, don't want to get too much into that, but not looking too good for P. Diddy. And yeah, time to face the music, dude. Time to face the music. Been rumors for years, which, you know, again, innocent until proven guilty, but yeah, I don't think he's innocent. Let's just put it that way. Anyway, so Cherie asks, is Dick Cheney voting for Kamala because he feels guilty about something he did while vice president? Ha! Dick Cheney, huh? That man is responsible for a lot of stuff. Let's just put it that way. I ain't going to get into the details here because this is a public channel, and again, for entertainment purposes only. But what didn't he do while he was vice president? Anyway, never mind. Let's just see. Is Dick Cheney voting for Kamala because he feels guilty about something he did while he was vice president? So he's obviously endorsed her, which is a positive. Hardcore hawk. You know, stony Republican, I would say, staunch. But he's obviously tired of the madness, you know, the utter madness that Duck L'Orange brings, let alone all the Opus Dei lot as well, yeah, who are also in there, drunk the cray-cray liquid. But let's answer the question. Does he feel guilty about stuff, which is why he's backing her? I don't know how much guilt he actually does feel, actually. Oh, Cheney, tuning in, but let's see what the cards say. I think this is him just being tired of the madness and the debauchery and the insanity. When I tune in with his energy, it's almost like I hear him saying around the dinner table, you know, I did some stuff, but I would never do this stupid stuff. I think he just sees it as so utterly frivolous. Like when I tune in, there's a lack of dignity and a cheapness to it all that I think really offends him. And he knows that it's disingenuous. God, I'm having a psychic stream here. All right, anyway, let's see what the cards say. Cheney, does he feel guilty about? Does he feel guilty about any of this? That's why he's supporting Kamala. Interesting. Okay. Well, there's 501 of you with me here now. This is interesting. He does want her to win. He genuinely wants her to win. Part of the giveaway is this. Look, we got the 5 of Wands, which is what? The victory card. So he wants to back the winning horse. Quite literally, he sees Kamala as the winner. But it's not just that. This card as well is about success. Yeah, it's about success, going out into the world after battle, coming home victorious. So you can see quite literally, he wants to back her because he also sees her as the rightful heir, the rightful winner, yeah, of the race. Yeah, that's his hopes and his intention. If we look here, we see we've got the Ace of Cups. Now, normally this could be the obstacle position, but really the first card has to be negative, and we know that it's a positive one. So really it's a double positive here. So believe it or not, his heart is actually in it. Yeah, because this is talking about the emotions, yeah, the overflowing emotions, happiness, peace, yeah, the dove of peace here, the concord, the W represents the womb, apparently. But here, so this is talking about what success, happiness, and stuff like that. So he genuinely, you know, look, I have to say what I see. He genuinely wishes her the best. Who knew, eh? Dick Cheney. He genuinely wishes her the best. However, if we look here, he understands that it's a battle, that it's a fight. Yeah. She can't give up. She's not going to give up, but he understands what a fight it is because he knows his own party. Yeah. And he knows some of the absolute crazy batshit lunatics that have now, you know, taken over basically. So he knows it's going to be a fight for her. And I think this is why he's wanting to endorse her, because he is one of the stalwarts of, you know, GOP, old school, you know, Republic. This is the Bush era, if I remember correctly, and beyond. Goodness knows how long he's been in. I don't know how old Dick Cheney is now, but he must be in his late 70s, early 80s, I would imagine, by now. I could be wrong, but let me know. But he understands, this is someone who gets it. He's been through the battles of life himself politically, and he understands that Kamala will face the same. Because even though we all know that she should win, it's still close. Yeah. And this is why I'm saying if. Now, some of you are like saying, don't say if, manifest the blah, blah, blah. But, you know, I'm a realistic person. Yeah. Saturn is, you know, quite strong in my chart. Yeah. I do stuff based on evidence. Yeah. Where things are going. And don't forget, Uranus is going to be on Algol, the star of treachery, from the 5th and the 6th of November. It'll be exactly on there, which is what? The election. So expect the unexpected. It's, you know, these cards are showing it's not in the bag yet. However, he also sees that Kamala will be a source of wealth and prosperity for the country, and he's prepared to put his money where his mouth is. Where his mouth is. So he's literally, yeah, voting for. So look, literally, it's almost like that's the endorsement. Yeah, he's given her the gold coin. Because pentacles aren't just about money, they're also about values. So this shows me that he sees that she has the qualities, the values, yeah, to win, yeah, to be the rightful heir and winner. And he's prepared to back her morally, even financially, if needs be. But he also sees her being a source of prosperity. However, we've got another 9 that shows up. He is worried. Yeah, he's worried. He's probably aware of certain tactics that the GOP are probably up to potentially try and scupper. Yeah, scupper everything. Let's not forget too that the remember the government. Will the government stay open? You know, we're in that circus again. Yeah. And he might be worried that there are so many crazy people that they may even try and close the government. Yeah, stop the money. So, and this is something that I've been looking at as well, that, you know, because the GOP is, there's just so crazy right now. They'll do anything. Yeah, they will do anything. So he wants to support, he is supporting Kamala. He sees her as the rightful victor. He really, his heart is in it and he wants to see peace. Yeah, let's not forget there is a dove here, but he understands it's a fight and a battle. But he's going to endorse her, you know, all the way and put his money where his mouth is. But he sees her as having the right values, but he's still worried about, you know, he is worried. He's worried about the outcome. Let's get a clarifier. Let's get a clarifying card on that 9 of Swords. His worries founded. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. Oh, look. 7 of Swords, which is what? Trying to get away with something. He knows that the Republicans are going to try and cheat. He's worried. He's getting sleepless nights that they're going to try and steal it. Yeah. He's worried they're going to try and steal it. And he, of course, would know better than anyone. So, yeah, he wants her to win. And I think this is why he's endorsing her now, because he knows that they're going to try and steal it, as I've been saying. I'm sure other people have been saying that as well. Hardly an original idea at this point, isn't it? I can't really claim that one. But it's whenever I pulled cards, it showed time and time again, isn't it, that the theft element of theft. All right, let's scroll down and see what other questions are here. So we covered Israel. 2 children were killed, Phyllis was saying. Oh, so sorry to hear about that. Oh, Israel announced that this is a new direction of the war. Yeah, so of course, Hanged Man, the change of perspective that I was picking up on there. Oh, someone's saying here, yes, these pages ended up in innocent hands, unfortunately. Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, someone's saying here, I don't find the terrorism cunning and clever. It's evil. 2 wrongs have never made a right. Not peaceful at all. Hypocritical at best. Evil at worst. Yeah, 2 wrongs don't make a right. Yeah, 2 wrongs don't make a right. It's just so... The thirst. What's disappointing, isn't it? Is this thirst for war. There are some people that are so pathological or so ideological and so filled with hate that they're prepared to perpetuate war at any cost, you know. So someone's saying here, Abrahamic religions doing what they do best. Do you know what's going to happen in the end? Like, maybe not now, it could be in our lifetimes, but all of this stuff is going to collapse and people are going to move to spirituality. It's already happening. I mean, look at how many people watch channels like mine, for example. Of course, you know, you've got, Linda G, and you've got Revealing Light Tarot, you know, Marianne Revealing Light Tarot, Ellie Dreams Down Under. Then of course you've got, Lady G, and then you've got Lena and Deanne, and so many, Diane's Tarot, etc. You know, there, and Johnny Tarot's Apprentice and stuff like that. There's so many of us, yeah, and we're making our contribution. This is what I see. I see this as a contribution to the wider discourse where humanity returns to spirituality. Organized religion does have some of its virtues, yeah. We can't throw the baby out with the bathwater, and I don't want to disrespect as well people that are, religious and talk to their priest and their imam and all of this kind of stuff, and they get solace and comfort from that and stuff like that. But we're talking about this shadow side, this perpetual division. I mean, just look what's going on with Project 2025. I mean, it's the nutbaggery. They're like I said, they're radical. You've heard me before. I've described them. For me, they're almost as worse, probably worse than the Taliban. Yeah, because even the Taliban will make exceptions in terms of abortions for if a woman is, raped or assaulted, or a girl is raped or assaulted, or incest or something like that. Even they. And so, and I'm not going to, be bigging up them, but it's just like, wow, where this kind of weird Opus Dei, fanatical, because they're neo-fascist Christian extremists, that's really what they are. Let's scroll down. Still a lot talking here about Israel. Any other questions here? Oh, thank you. Someone says, hello, handsome Hogarth, greeting from Canada. Thank you. I am tired today, not really looking my usual self. Oh, let's talk here about another douchebag. Yeah, Greg Abbott. If I had my way, I would slash the guy's tires, but that's probably a bit too controversial to say, but whatever. Let's see here. So Shockwave 43 says, Hogarth, will Tex Governor Abbott and AG Paxton be investigated after the election? Well, what I would say to that is it depends who wins, yeah? Still too close to call. When they did I was just watching an update and they said, the poll of polls, Kamala is leading, obviously, in some places, but still within the margin for error. Some have it as a dead heat. So we can't relax. Yeah, it's not in the bag yet. Anyway, will they be charged with stuff after the election? Oh, it's a bit weird. Those 2 cards were shuffle again. Let's have a look, see. Let's put here Greg Abbott, yeah, and co. I'll do a bit of Shakespeare on Greg Abbott as well. Charged after the election. Kamala wins. Yeah, Kamala wins. Charged after. Obviously, if Trump wins, forget about it. But Kamala wins. What do you see? It came back. Oh, all right. This is interesting. Oh, 575 of you here right now. Okay, assuming Kamala wins, yeah, Wheel of Fortune. So it means his fortunes will change, quite literally, yeah. His fortunes will change, yeah. It's going to be more up in the air, in the mix, yeah, quite literally. If we look in his obstacle position now, normally this is a reinforcing card, yeah. So let's do, I mean, it's normally known as an obstacle card, but I vary it depending if the first card is positive. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune in general is quite a positive card, so we can, let's read this from both ways. The positive aspect of the star card is that the universe has got your back. It's a sense of renewal, rejuvenation, yeah, stuff like that. So if we're looking at that, then we would have to say, maybe not, yeah. But let's not forget, we're talking politics now, and the star card I also refer to as the narcissist. Yeah, this isn't part of traditional interpretation of this card. As you know, this is just empirically what I have found with my readings. So here, this could talk about the narcissism, of course, Greg Abbott himself and his cohort, but this is also Duck L'Orange, yeah, as we know, yeah. So there is a sense, okay, changing fates, yeah, for maybe some of the malignant narcissists out there. However, we look here, look, the Ace of Pentacles is back again, and of course this talks about money, yeah, money, support, etc. So what that suggests to me is, assuming Kamala wins, there will be a pursuit of the likes of Greg Abbott and stuff, but they're going to use money to defend themselves, yeah. And this could be a lot of donors. They may fundraise off that as well. And then if we look here, though, we've got the Queen of Cups, yeah. And normally she's a creative, you know, creative card, creative intuition, etc. for male or female, depending who gets the card. But look, let's not forget her secrets, yeah. Or sometimes her crucible of abominations, as Lady G would say. And in this is the case, I think, with Abbott and that lot. So look, cunning, there's a lot of secrets there, yeah. So they could even already be selling secrets, or they may threaten to sell other people's secrets, yeah. Other people's secrets, could be that. However, look at the outcome card, Ten of Swords, yeah, which deals with your ultimate failure, betrayal, and stuff like that. So it could be that they may try and hold up proceedings. They're a bunch of narcissists anyway, obviously. They're going to try and throw money at the secret, maybe even threaten to sell certain people's secrets, but ultimately it may end in failure, yeah. But that's assuming Kamala wins. So I would say if Kamala wins, yes, there will be prosecutions. They'll be able to stall things for a while, maybe even a year or two, and then eventually it will come crashing down. But a lot of it is to do with secrets as well. So Abbott will threaten to potentially sell people's secrets, or there might be secrets found out about him, which might be his ultimate downfall. Yeah. So, but that's conditional, of course, Kamala winning. If Duck L'Orange were to win, we just know that would just be just forget about it. Not even worth entertaining. We all know what will happen there. Let's see what the Bard has to say about Abbott. Now, douchebag on wheels. All right, let's see here. Abbott. What's Bard have to say? Oh, I just wanted to go here. This is really interesting. Very, very interesting. It says here, when he is best, he is a little worse than a man. And when he is worst, he is little better than a beast. The Merchant of Venice. I think that has him summed up on the next page. This one here is one of my favorite insults. This has not come out for a while, but this is the bard, not me. It says, thy mother took into her blameful bed some stern, untutored churl, whose fruit thou art. I mean, that's really quite the one. But I think the Merchant of Venice is the one that sums him up the best. When he is best, he is little worse than a man. And when he is worst, he is little better than a beast. Yeah. So, the bard, as usual, yeah, doesn't hold back. Let's see what else is in the old chitty chat. Thank you for joining me, everyone. Let's see here. How are we doing? What's the name? I know someone who produces beats for his set folks, and this is what described as going behind the scenes. Let's see here. Oh, what's this? JC, sorry, says they are buying time to regroup and run the GOP big in 2028. Yeah, there could be an element of that. So Mitt says Dick Cheney did so much as VP. That was corrupt criminal. He is responsible for what is happening in the US now. I wonder if there's some mea culpa. Yeah, I think so. He's responsible for a lot of stuff. I ain't gonna completely cuss out Dick Cheney here because, you know, would need to get more of my facts in order. But let's just say he's not really been an agent for the light. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe a bit of mea culpa indeed, but, you know, I don't want to get sidetracked. Either way, he does genuinely, though, from those cards, he does genuinely want Kamala to win, but he is worried, yeah, about the potential cheating and the stealing. Let's see here. Marvel said, I had a friend who worked at Halliburton and Snowshoe, Pennsylvania. When Cheney moved everything overseas, my friend lost everything and ended up destitute. Yeah. Yeah, sadly, I'm sorry for your friend, but he's part of that. All that outsourcing, all of that, you know, which has really fomented so much of the reason why we have this issue, this ongoing blister and boil with Duck L'Orange, is because of policies, you know, past policies, you know, the mass outsourcing of, you know, of jobs. And again, you know, it sowed that foundation. You know, many people were left destitute. Many people lost good working jobs. And it has, you know, and it's not just been the GOP, you know, you could say some of it happened a bit under Clinton as well and stuff like that. But the point that I'm making is that this Pluto in Capricorn is really showing the fruit of corporate greed. Yeah, corporate greed and the ramifications that it has. And then someone says here, Dick Cheney passed a bill that his company, Halliburton, can never be sued for the use of the secret chemicals used in fracking. It causes death when leached in drinking water. Oh, my God. My gosh. And then someone else is saying here, old silver, and very rightfully so, should have been done decades ago. What was that? And then many people want to be power adjacent, regardless of whom is in power. Yep, there's a lot of that as well. Oh, this is a good one. So Mona Rogers asks, Hogarth, is Liz Cheney to be trusted? Some say she's up to something. Well, I'm sure she's up to something. Yeah. Who's the father? Let's have a look. However, irrespective of her political views and stuff like that, one does have to give her props for the inquiry. And she has been staunch. Out of all of the Republicans, she's been the only one that's really been man enough, big enough, woman enough to stand up and really call Duck Larange what he is. But that does not, of course, absolve everything that she may be connected with. But let's just see, is she up to something? If we see sneaky cards, then maybe yes. If they are virtuous, then she's good to her word. Yeah, let's have a look. Liz Cheney. Let's write this down, actually. Cheney. Trusted? Question mark. Scribble that down. Just so for the information, because I've got to put the blurb up later about what the video is about, just so it's accurate so people know what they're getting. Liz Cheney, what's going on with her? Is she true to her word? Or is there something hidden in the handbag somewhere? Some pepper spray, yeah, some Rehypnol. Let's see what's going on. Oh, well. No, virtue seems to win here. Look at this. Now, so if we look here, we have got the 6 of Cups. Yeah. So really, she's truly wanting to go back to a time where basically politics was more genteel and more decent. Yeah. Kinder, softer. Yeah. This is the card of nostalgia. And it's funny, very often when we're talking about the GOP, very often this card comes up. But when we're talking about like the likes of Duck Larange and Project 2025, they're wanting to go back unrealistically, yeah, to a time where, you know, basically a certain type of person was completely in charge. With Liz, this is actually, I think in this context, it's more genuine, it's more heartfelt. I think she genuinely wants to go back to a time in politics that was kinder. And let's not forget as well, she got thrown under the bus and has lost a lot for standing up against Trump. But it's because of a deeper sense within, a nostalgia, a longing for a more decent time in politics, which is quite interesting, isn't it? Coming from someone like Liz Cheney, who's seen as quite hard-nosed, but we see there's a softer side there. If we look, just like Papa, look, she's got the victory card coming up. So no, she really does want Kamala to win. They genuinely want Kamala to win. How else can I describe it? They've both got the same card. And in this case, and it's not in the obstacle position here because the first card was positive. So yeah, she does want Kamala to win. If we look here, though, she's looking at the bigger picture. Yeah, the 2 of Wands is here. This is the merchant looking at the globe. So is she making plans? Yes. But I don't think they're necessarily plans for power. They're certainly not plans to throw Kamala under the bus or anything like that from what I can see. Not with these cards. These might be her personal plans. She's obviously a very successful woman, has been very senior, of course, in all sorts of different things in government. She may be entertaining offers that have come to her from abroad, or she may even go abroad after the elections, depending who wins. Yeah, but there is an element here where she's making plans, eyeing things up. This is not necessarily the card waiting for the ships to come in, but this is planning the journey to send the ships somewhere. And it's like the 3 of Wands is waiting for those ships to come back. If we look here, though, there are ambitions, though, for government. Yeah, maybe being in an authority. Oh my God. Does she want to be part of SCOTUS? Is there a plan where she could be part of SCOTUS going forward? That's the sense I get. Maybe she's striking a deal. Maybe, wouldn't it be interesting? Maybe there is a covert deal where she might have a deal with Kamala or the Biden administration or whatever on the Democratic side, yeah, because she is obviously a staunch ally now, where if the Democrats win, she gets to become one of SCOTUS. Not beyond the realms of imagination, is it? And we saw how well she handled the inquiry. You know, she'll still be a conservative, but we know that she's got a moral compass. At least in this regards to the what happened with January 6th. And here we see the 8 of Pentacles. So working hard, working studiously towards a goal, perhaps even educating herself on something. Yeah, because this is a card also as well that is associated with studentship, working hard, studying. Could she be studying how to maybe become one of SCOTUS? That's how I'm interpreting that. Yeah, it's just come to me. Oh, thanks for that question. Hope you guys found it interesting. Oh, look at that. We've only got, well, I started a little bit late, didn't I? So we've got about 10 minutes left. Let's have a look here. Let's see who else. So someone says, old Grinch Cheney finally melted down. Oh, and look, someone says here, Cheryl says, he wants her to win for what she can do for his daughter. Now, isn't that interesting? Now, I've only just seen that comment just now, but look at the conclusion that I reached with those cards. You know, there's something there. It would make sense, wouldn't it? It would make sense if Kamala wins because of the staunch support and sacrifice, frankly, that Cheney has made. But the Hierophant came up. That would be kind of a ripe reward, wouldn't it? If Kamala becomes president. And of course, she would be, you know, should be commander-in-chief. She's also got a legal background, and I'm sure she probably admired some of the work that Liz did. Not too far, isn't it? I wouldn't have thought of it until now, until I saw those cards. And then the comment there is saying, so, you know, we could be onto something there. Yeah, you heard it here first, folks. Remember that. All right, let's see. So Patty is saying, hit the like, everyone, please. Oh, thank you, Patty. Thank you. Much appreciated. Let's see here. Virginia Short. Let's see if there's any more questions. Someone's saying she won't be president until January. He's backing her. Oh, look here. He's backing her to stall, and Liz plans to run in 2028. Yeah, wouldn't surprise me. And then someone's saying, I'm sure Kamala is smart enough. Yep, she's more than smart enough. Let's see if there's anyone. Thank you, Spirit Animal, saying there's 573. Well, actually, it's now 643 watching, but of course, you would have seen that written that earlier, and some likes. Thank you for the encouragement, though. Let me just see if there's any more questions here, if I can squeeze one more in. No, I don't see any questions. So, all right, as a default, let's just have a little look. 1 minute. Oh, Angela's saying, can you slash my neighbor's tires, please? Hogarth, yeah. Sadly, Angela's got a very dodgy neighbor. Oh, look at this. Wolverine Claus says, questions on UK politics. That makes a change, doesn't it? Who will the next prime minister be? I've seen that Starmer won't make it to the end of the year, and I know a woman will take over. Who do you think it will be? Okay, so that's obviously a psychic hit. You know what? Look, as you guys know, isn't it funny? She said a woman will take over at the end of the year. Is that the base of the deck? Yeah. And isn't it interesting? She's got reddish hair. Angela Rayner, the deputy, has reddish hair. Or has red hair. I wonder. And is a mother as well. Well, look, as you guys know, at best, I've been lukewarm about Sir Keir Starmer. I'm really not a fan. And the way he treated Diane Abbott and all that shady BS that he was, and disingenuous crapola that he did. She gave a devastating interview on Newsnight, by the way, where she just kind of laid it bare, basically how he wasn't supporting her and was basically wanted her removed from the party. Diane Abbott, yeah, who's been serving for like, what is it, 40 odd years, if not longer. Must be nearly 50 years by now in the Labour Party. Anyway, let's see what's going on with Sir Keir Starmer. Is he going to stick around or is he going to get booted out? Basically, if he does, I won't mind. It's emerged that he's received more donation, well, not donations, more hospitality and stuff like this than any Prime Minister has before. I think it's well over £100,000, which may not sound like a lot. I think it might be even more than that. It's at least £100,000 in football tickets, season tickets, clothes for his wife, glasses for him, all of this, that, and stuff. And the Prime Minister's paid well. So I've never been a fan. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if some people are staunch Labour, but him, no. Labour Party, yes, you know, they need the help that they can get. Him, nah, never been a fan. Slimy. Anyway, for entertainment purposes only. So let's see what's going on. Sir Keir Starmer, is he going to stick around? Will he stay as PM or will he have to leave? I think it might take a bigger scandal than that, but the stuff over the pensioners as well, just taking away their winter fuel allowance. Like these pensioners have hardly 2 pennies to rub together. Oh, well. The cards. The cards. Look at the first card, which often symbolizes what the whole reading is about. We're talking about Keir Starmer, yeah? The devil. Look at that. Cover the naughty bits. The devil. That is not good. You don't want to be seeing that in your leader, yeah? When you're pulling cards, as you know, on politics and leaders and stuff, the last card you want to see on planet Earth is the devil, especially coming out in the first position, because it means what the whole reading is about. Shows that he's not of moral character, folks. Sorry if anyone here is staunch Labour, but like I said, I'm pro Labour in general, you know, when they get it right. Keir Starmer, like I said, slimy, yeah? I've never been a fan, you know, and I've got my psychic intuition. But look at that, just in case we weren't sure. The devil. So this talks about what? Corruption, attachment, greed, vice of all kinds. It's all emerging now in the UK press, yeah? All of the backhanders and stuff that he's been taking after what? Criticizing the Tories for doing the same. I always said he was Tory-like. He's just like the others. Yeah, just like the others. And probably even worse. Yeah, because he's pretending. If we look here in the obstacle position here, look, we have got the Knight of Pentacles. So this is the slow and loyal, steady knight. Yeah, however, it's turning up in the obstacle position because the first card was negative. So this can also talk about the mercenary, yeah? So what this says is, to me, really, he is a mercenary. He is a front for a deeper, darker agenda, yeah? Where his attachments truly lie. I've always felt that he's an agent of essentially the corporate world, yeah? And other kind of corporate agendas for entertainment purposes only, but that's what I've felt all along. He's got his fair stack of secrets as well, yeah? Quite a lot of secrets. So whatever he's been declaring is not the full ticket. If we look here, we see acts of aggression. So what he's going to do is his best form of defense is attack, as it were. But this could also be the press, the media, the populace, or just even some of his own ministers and backbenchers may be what? Coming after him. So this is going to speed up. And then the outcome card is the 7 of Cups. So it shows that he's a bit delusional, yeah? He's delusional. You know, he's declaring this stuff now, and it's like, didn't you realize how bad this was going to look? In fact, he was warned about this. He was warned about conflicts of interest and still went there anyway while he was the opposition leader, yeah? Because he's got a sense of what? Entitlement, yeah? For him, it's just ambition for the position. Yeah, that's all that he was thinking about. But he's obviously been delusional and he's not made the right choices, and they will have consequences. So let's just say Starmer out, question mark. Let's just say it's a bit dodgy. Let's just pull one clarifier card. Just to see if it'd be happening this year. I mean, that really would be something extraordinary if it happened this year or the next election. Oh, look, the moon. Yeah. Sketchy, dodgy as you know what, the moon. So, nah, he can't be trusted. I hope he gets turfed out. Anyway, I will leave it there. Thank you so much for everyone for joining me. Yeah, that's an hour and 5 minutes now. So, thanks so much. You will see me, of course, again on Hogely. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and share if you have not done so already. And I hope you enjoy that. Quite interesting there. Thanks for that question on Sir Keir Starmer. You know, it's kind of, it's what I've known all along. Yeah. Boo hiss, but I will leave it there. Oh, in fact, you know what, will I? Let me just see what Shakespeare thinks. Well, give me 1 minute. It's a bit naughty, I think. Let's see what Shakespeare thinks. Sir Keir Starmer. This is what the bard has to say from King Lear. It says, "Thou whoreson Zed, thou unnecessary letter." Yeah. And on the next word, it says, page, "Words are easy like the wind. Faithful friends are hard to find." Yeah, the passionate pilgrim. So, yeah, he probably doesn't have as much support as he thinks. Anyway, I will leave it there. Goodbye for now. Big love, everyone, and see you on Hogely. All right.